Hey, folks. Hey, folks. Hey, folks. I hope you stuck around. I'm sorry I'm late. I had to go and take care of a text message before the show could start. So I am so sorry. I hope you're here with us. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We are North Georgia's only live. This is going to say hello, Moto. The number is there on the screen. The email address is on the screen. We are on the screen. Tell me, when will I again get an opportunity to come on this show and say, let me pull this up. This is amazing. I absolutely love this. Give me number 21. No way. Good morning, Destiny. Good morning, world. No way would I get myself in a profile shot if I'm Mini Mike and I have Pocahontas beating my ass. When will you ever get a chance to do a show where you could say fat broads and horse-faced lesbians? This show will, the time will never present itself again. I do not think so. Look at the profile. Now, before we get too deep into the show, sorry I'm a minute late, but before we get too deep in the show, no, I am not a Democrat. No, I will not vote for a Democrat. No, but I'm going to tell you, I have a Warren, cringe. Warren's my Democrat hero of the day. We know who she is. We know everything about old Pocahontas. We got it, okay? But she beat the hell out of this little dude, and I loved it. I loved it. We're going to talk about it. Oh, by the way, this guy's unreal. Some of his looks last night, Michael Bloomberg, like, and I need this. Why? I don't let people like you talk to me this way. I'm an elite billionaire. Why people kiss my ass for my money? Now, let me ask you a question on the debate stage last night. Remember, it seems like it was just yesterday that all of the candidates were trying to figure out who could get Mini Mike's money if he is not the presidential nominee. Last night, Warren took herself off the running. She's not going to be the nominee, but oh, I'm sorry. This little guy, I can't believe it. And he does not do his taxes. When they talk, we'll talk about it. He doesn't do his taxes on TurboTax like you little people out there. Oh, he is, no pun intended, Mini Mike. Are you going to release your tax returns? Well, mine are not exactly on TurboTax. Oops. Wow, last night. And the gay bashing this morning on MSNBC, CNN, last night. I even tuned in to Rachel Maddow. Yes, just to see if I can hear some gay bashing, right? Give me number 15. All right. Trump names Richard Grenell as acting head of intelligence. This is I'm gay and I have the nuclear codes look. Democrats don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Trump is closing them off everywhere they go. Everywhere they go, right? He names Richard Grenell the acting head, Department of Intelligence. He's in charge of it all. And he's gay. So MSNBC and CNN, they're forgetting to tell you that, but they're gay bashing this guy. He has no experience whatsoever. Oh, this is great. Now, how about yesterday when we talked about the unification of the country, number 6, okay? This is a picture they can't stand. They don't like all them brothers in one room. Al Sharpton saying, you know, when Obama was president, there wasn't that many brothers in the room at the same time. I'm sorry, I have too much fun. This is the unification of America. The pardon of Eddie DeBartolo Jr., which brought out some very strong NFL former black San Francisco 49ers like Hayes and Ronnie Lott, and JB was there, and Jerry Rice. They can't take that. Here's another one we're going to talk about, right? Here's number one. Number one, this is a pardon that went nowhere yesterday. This did not make the top. Michael Milken made the top. Yes, Michael Milken did. DeBlago, what is that his name? Out there at Chicago, right? He made the top of the list. He's now a Trumpocrat, right? Milken made the top. This one didn't make the top. Why, you would think the Democrats would have run with this. Why, you would think the Democrats, especially Peter Pan Buttigieg last night, would say, I'm glad to see the president elevating someone in the LGBTQ community all the way to the level of having the nuke codes. But no. Trump has them in a box. He is laughing his ass off. He is in Arizona having a great time laughing they don't know what to do. Because, see, outside, and this sums it up. I love it. Outside, give me number 3. Outside in Arizona last night, there was something like this. I might be gay, but I'm not stupid. Trump 2020. And then I might be Mexican, but I'm not stupid. Trump 2020. I'm sorry. I'm in a great mood because I am watching my president, Donald Trump, just celebrating America, saying, whoever you want to be whoever you want to be. I have my belief. You have yours. How will the Christian community accept this guy right here as the head of national intelligence, director of national intelligence? I don't know, but we're going to get to it, okay? We're going to get right down to it. So if you tuned in this morning, let me say before we get going, if you tuned in this morning because you think that I may comment concerning Charlie Paris, the Gilmer County Chair Commissioner, concerning a tax initiative on the ballot, a new tax, I will around 9:30, and then I'm going to set up a full segment for Monday, but we will talk about Charlie Paris and my opinion, as he misses. I think he just really, they look at these new pots of gold that they're getting in tax revenue under the guise of being conservative. Okay, so let's go to this. I want to do this for a reason, okay? Because all the hype is about the Democrats last night, and Elizabeth Warren beating, now she's not a horse-faced lesbian. That's not nice, Mike. But we're going to talk about all right, what's this? This video will not let me do it due to that it's private. What the hell? It's not private, damn it. Oh, it is private. Okay, we'll find another one. All right, all right, so let's go to this right here. Let's go to this TMZ video. Angela Stanton, right? Is that her name? Let's play this TMZ video right now, Destiny, for the team here.
Did you know in advance that you were going to get pardoned?
I really didn't know. And I mean, it's just such a wonderful feeling because today is my birthday. So I was actually sitting on set getting ready to film for a show. And that's when I kind of got word that it was happening. And it was just an unbelievable, undescribable feeling, especially considering my past and just my life story.
This is essentially erasing what happened, correct?
Yes, that is absolutely correct.
Have you talked to Trump since he pardoned you?
I have not. I haven't talked to him. today is actually my birthday. I'm just kind of like in disbelief. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona right now, getting ready to attend a Trump rally tonight. Hopefully, I'll get a chance to thank him. I'm just so excited. I have no idea why I was chosen, but I think that I deserve it.
Did you petition for it, Angela?
Oh, absolutely. I filed a petition for it a while back. That's the smart thing to do. It makes me feel as though everything that I went through and everything that I suffered was that someone else could have a better life, because women coming behind me don't have to worry about enduring that process, regardless of the circumstances. No one needs to be chained to a bed like a dog giving birth.
Yeah, Angela, I don't know where you stood politically before this. Has this changed your opinion, your point of view on President Trump?
It absolutely has. I mean, when I grew up, I was a Democrat just pretty much all of my life, just doing what my mother and them was doing. And then I get out of prison. Here I am, a convicted felon. I'm a single mother. They give me a $25 check and a bus ticket, tell me to start my life over. I come home to 4 kids, 2 garbage bags of clothes, and 2 tombstones. My mother is in one and my grandmother is in the other. I absolutely lost everything. What I'm thankful for is Trump passing the First Step Act and giving all of those people that were left behind and in prison because of Obama's Fair Sentencing Act a chance to come home.
Oh, snap. Hell, you say. A Democrat all your life just doing what your mama and them do. Oh, snap. Thank you, President Trump. Oh, snap. She threw Obama in there. Now, let me just say this. I don't know how to frame this up. Let's put up number 1 there. It should be number 1. Okay. This is her mugshot. All right. And the inside story of Trump's pardon of Angela Stanton King. Okay. Now, I don't want to go too deep into this because we got a lot to do today. We want to play some video of Elizabeth Warren beating the hell out of Mike Bloomberg. We got a lot to do. There was a lot of fun last night on the debate. It was absolutely hilarious. Let's get back to this. Anyhow, that being said, do you realize who the TMZ audience is? Now, I'm not the TMZ audience. I don't come home and watch TMZ. Do you know who the TMZ audience is? Do you know who listened to this and who is watching this on TMZ? Trump has put them in a box. They don't know what to do. They don't have a candidate. They're stressed out. The guy who would spend $6 billion, America Knows Today calls women fat broads and horse-faced lesbians. I really want to know who. And the NDAs were signed. A couple of women didn't like my jokes in the office. Oh, man. What a day. So this is the pardon that went under the radar of NBC, CBS, ABC. This is the pardon that went totally under the radar that they don't want to touch. Okay. And we know Richard Grenell, is that his name, is the gay man, openly gay, that the media is messed up. They are totally messed up. Because you know what? Obama didn't pardon this lady or anyone like her. Obama didn't appoint an openly gay Democrat all the way to the top level that I'm aware of. What would be the top level? Joe Biden, he's not gay. We don't. He's something else. We know he's touchy-feely, right? Let's see. Rahm Emanuel, no. We could go through the list. Obama didn't do it. They don't know what to do. This lady here, you just heard it, right? Did it change your political outlook? Hell yeah. Oh, snap. Just saying. All right, folks, we're going to take a break. I'm just telling you, I wanted to show this first and foremost because of the fact that everybody's talking about the debate, right? Nobody's talking about what Trump is actually doing. That is their heads are exploding. Now, whether you agree with his name, I think Richard Grenell, we'll get into that. We're going to do that one in just a minute. Whether you agree with that pick, okay, or not, let me tell you something. Every day the president is causing the swamp and the Democrats to have a really bad day. The media wants you to believe he's the one having a bad day. He got through it. He stayed the course. He's acquitted, and he's not having a bad day. He had fun in Arizona last night. We're actually going to play that lineup crowd, not the inside because we know it was packed. We're going to play the crowd that was lined up. Take a break. We'll be right back. And when we do, listen, let's go to number 57, okay? HB 757, the elections, determination of qualifying periods for special elections, blah, blah, blah. That will be on the floor in the Georgia House. Now, if you're watching nationally, this is important because this would end jungle primaries. Now, this afternoon, if you want to watch some boring state House of Representative TV, you can do that, okay? Because this bill is going to be on the floor. And if you're watching nationally, you're seeing the swamp dweller, Kelly Loeffler, the globalist. You're seeing where our governor, Brian Kemp, that led the people of Georgia, especially in North Georgia, with his big truck of the conservative, he's just like you and I, farmer, appointed a globalist. Brian Kemp, let it sink in Georgia, appointed. She didn't get elected. He appointed the wealthiest member of Congress, Kelly Loeffler, appointed. When will appointed, like in the dictionary, like appointed politician in the dictionary go in the definition being someone that bought their seat? Just saying, when will that happen? So anyhow, this Congressman Doug Collins is running for Senate. I don't know. Last I looked, it's America. We're going to talk about this, but this bill would end jungle primaries, meaning that there would be a primary in the Republican Party, and we'll see how Republicans alone feel about Loeffler Collins. With that being said, okay, this is on the floor. We're going to tell you the little twist in this bill that you have to watch for today. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. We'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Hey, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. You could text me at the number below at any time. You can email me and follow us on social media. You know, a lot of people miss the fact that if you go on social media, this is an opinion show. It's my opinion. Some people get all bent out of shape and they talk about, oh, a news network. Well, if you'll go to fetchyournews.com, I dare you to text me and tell me you found any opinion there other than on the opinion page. So anyhow, let's go back to number one just briefly, because I want to mention something and what I was trying to get. Sometimes I get worked up and I leave something out. Angela Stanton, okay, pardoned by the president, goes unnoticed. So if you type her name in Google, now I don't know about your Google, but mine only comes up TMZ, YouTube, let's see, TMZ, Amazon, blah, 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 whitehouse.gov. Man, you do not see NBC. You do not see. Now let's see Michael Milken. Okay, let's do that one. Let's do the search. New York Times, Wall Street Journal, National Review, CNN, YouTube, CNBC, Washington Post, Business Insider, USA Today, Forbes. And I do understand some of those because Milken and junk bonds in the business world. So I got that, but it just seems like we missed those. All right, now let's switch the recording to this segment here, and let's go with this. Now, I just sent you a video. There's no way. Let's take that off the screen, start a new recording here. There's absolutely no way last night I would have let. And let's go through this really quick. Number 11, Bloomberg. Now, can Bloomberg buy your love back? Can he purchase back the polling? What will polling say today? Okay, because Bloomberg got the hell beat out of him last night. It was fun watching Mini Mike. Okay. Now, these billionaires, and I mean billionaires to the tune of 50 and 60, where they're mentally ill. Bloomberg is mentally ill, folks. Okay. He botched the tax return question. He let you know he does not do his taxes on TurboTax. He botched it. Okay. Now, here is number 13. We're going to go over a little bit of MSNBC. This is Minka with Donnie Douche. Warren hits Bloomberg over sexual harassment and gender discrimination allegations. And they're asking, of all people, Donnie Douche. Number 14, Sanders, billionaires should not exist. Okay. And let me get a couple more here. We're going to go through all of the debate pictures, and then we're going to start some videos. Bloomberg, number 19. Bloomberg attacked 45 times. Now, I want to know, like the Thriller in Vegas, the beatdown, the Bloomberg beatdown in round one. They didn't wait to hour two. I mean, Elizabeth Warren went to beat his ass the minute the opening bell of this fight started. Bernie Sanders, Bloomberg attacked 45 times. Bernie Sanders punched him 13. Well, it was maybe half of those were by accident by his flailing Jewish arms. Joe Biden punched him 12. You know, Joe's an old fighter. You know, he's an old Golden Gloves guy, wants to take Trump out back. He punched. Elizabeth Warren beat his damn ass for 11 times. Buttigieg threw some gay shots. Amy Klobuchar only went twice. Bloomberg took 45 shots. Number 20. The Me Too movement. Bloomberg on debate hot seat for comments about women and NDA, non-disclosure agreements. Now, let's just stay there for a second, okay? Let's stay there. There are business reasons for non-disclosure agreements. There are. You could be purchasing a business and two people agree, you know, to a non-disclosure terms. There's all the above. There are good reasons for non-disclosure agreements. But if you go through the office and call somebody a fat broad, and they say, whoa, you're not going to get away with calling me a fat broad. And you say, okay, here's some lunch money and sign this. Now, I'm going to say something. I try to stay out of the Me Too, but I'm going to say something. Rich men bullying a woman to sign a non-disclosure agreement is disgusting. I don't care. I mean, I don't know where that fits in your beliefs. It's just mine, okay? There are women out there that, you know, they're single moms, maybe they have to work. They have to work 2 jobs. They can't afford to lose their job. And that does not give some piece of garbage, rich man, the manager or owner, the right to just talk to them any way they want and treat them any way they want, knowing they need their job. Or that goes for anybody. So that's just my belief. Okay. I know some people are probably a little cross with me now. But here is a profile I told you I would have never got into, number 21. Here's the little dude that they propped up. Now, this says every time you see him, when Trump calls him Mini Mike, you can't get this out of your mind. This little mini dude sits up there, and Pocahontas is beating his ass like a war drum. Here's number 22. Look at Mini Mike. Here's number 23. I just took these screenshots I wanted you to see. Mike Bloomberg standing there and says, you know, yesterday I had $56 billion. Today I have 55 billion, 200 million, because I spent 800 million on ads, but tomorrow I'll make that up. So I'll be back to 56 billion. And I don't let horse face looking lesbians like you talk to me this way. But that's what's going through Bloomberg's mind. How dare you talk to me this way? So number 24, Pete Buttigieg, let's put forward someone who's actually a Democrat. Buttigieg looked over and says, we got a socialist and a billionaire, and I'm the Democrat. How about me? Look at the smirk on this guy's face, because they can't hide back how much they love this. Number 25, the pick me crowd. Pick me, pick me. Look at the people they're picking. Here's number 26. I love the screenshots just to show. Here's Bernie Sanders saying, look at you little gay mayor from South Bend, Indiana. You couldn't even win a statewide election. How dare you stand on this stage and call me, a socialist? Well, that's what I am. Here's number 27, just some screenshots. We're going to get to some videos. Here's Pete Buttigieg, as he always does, looks down his gay nose at people. He's gay, damn it. What the hell? I mean, I'm not gay bashing. I think they're proud to be gay. It's the networks that are gay bashing against Richard Grenell, not me. Hey. So anyhow, there's Amy Klobuchar, and she can't remember off the top of her head the name of, Buttigieg thinks he's on Jeopardy. I swear to God, if you watch this guy, he buzzes in. Do you know the name of the Mexican president? Buttigieg buzzes in. I'd take so-and-so for $500, Alex. Looking down his nose at Klobuchar, number 28. We're going somewhere with this, folks. The Washington Post, free for all targets. Look at this. Bernie is pointing over to Mini Mike, and it's my turn to beat his ass. Here's Sanders. He raised 29. This guy raised 2.7 million last night. Okay. Number 30. Amy was taken to the woodshed by the gay mayor from South Bend, Indiana, Buttigieg, over the fact that she didn't know. And she looked at him and said, are you calling me stupid? We're going to play that video. We're going to get all that. Okay. Let's see. Let me get my CNN take. Number 34, Bloomberg on releasing his tax return. Candidate claimed he released his returns to public during time as mayor. Here's CNN. Well, let's get their screenshots this morning. Number 35. Bloomberg faces off in Las Vegas. Main target of attacks. Here is number 36. Here's Bloomberg. Here's the look on his face like, I haven't flown coach in how many years, Joe? Here's another little look of Joe and Bloomberg, number 37. They face off there. All right. Here is number 38. Democrats face off. All right. There is Pete looking down his nose at Amy. Let's see what else I have. Here's Bloomberg's statement last night, number 43. Tonight I stand. And tonight I stood on a stage with a group of politicians. And he's not. They talked because that's what they're good at. They went on and on about what they could and should do. I have created actual change. I have gotten it done. That's what I'll do for America. Hashtag fat broads and horse-faced lesbians. All right, so Destiny, you got our fat broads and horse-faced lesbians queued up? If you do, let's run that. How about that?
we will have Donald Trump for another 4 years, and we can't stand that.
So I'd like to talk about who we're running against. A billionaire who calls women fat broads and horse-faced lesbians. And no, I'm not talking about Donald Trump. I'm talking about Mayor Bloomberg. Democrats are not going to win if we have a nominee who has a history.
I'm sorry, folks. Fat broads and horse-faced lesbians. Oh, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. Bloomberg sitting over there. Oh man, if I could get my hands on that fat broad. Maybe he wanted to look over and say, "You horse-faced, looking lesbian." Let's go to Elizabeth Warren attacks arrogant billionaire Michael Bloomberg over the treatment of women. Is that the same one or is that a different one? If that's different, let's go with that. If that's the same one, okay.
I'd like to talk about who we're running against. A billionaire who calls women fat broads and horse-faced lesbians. And no, I'm not talking about Donald Trump. I'm talking about Mayor Bloomberg. Democrats are not going to win if we have a nominee who has a history of hiding his tax returns, of harassing women, and of supporting racist policies like redlining and stop and frisk. Look, I'll support whoever the Democratic nominee is, but understand this. Democrats take a huge risk if we just substitute one arrogant billionaire for another. This country has worked for the rich for a long time and left everyone else in the dirt. It is time to have a president who will be on the side of working families and be willing to get out there and fight for them. That is why I am in this race, and that is how I will beat Donald Trump.
Senator Klobuchar.
Beat the hell out of him. Beat the flat. Now, NDAs, later on, we'll play. I don't have that video. I thought I did. I thought I had the video. Yeah, do we have that Democrat debate? Warren attacks Bloomberg over non-disclosure agreements. Do we have that one? If you have that in the production room, let's run that one. I don't know if I sent it to you. If you don't have it, just okay. I thought I sent that one. If I did not, it's a YouTube. I'm going to send it now. Okay. Hold on, folks. This won't take but a minute. This one is another one I really want you to see on Warren. So if you have this, Destiny, go ahead and run this as soon as you get it. So now let's go, while we're waiting on that one to load, okay, let's go to Bloomberg to Sanders. The best-known socialist in the country is a millionaire with 3 houses. Bloomberg starts saying, you know what, I'm going to try to take some jabs back at the socialist. Go for it.
This NBC News Wall Street Journal poll released yesterday, 2/3 of all voters said they were uncomfortable with a socialist candidate for president. What do you say to those voters, sir?
What was the result of that poll? Who was winning?
The question's to you.
Well, the question was that I was winning, and I think by a fairly comfortable margin. Might mention that. But here is the point. Let's talk about democratic socialism, not communism, Mr. Bloomberg. That's a cheap shot. Let's talk about democratic. Let's talk about what goes on in countries like Denmark, where Pete correctly pointed out they have a much higher quality of life in many respects than we do. What are we talking about? We are living in many ways in a socialist society right now. Problem is, as Dr. Martin Luther King reminded us, we have socialism for the very rich, rugged individualism for the poor.
Wait a second.
Let me finish. When Donald Trump gets $800 million in tax breaks and subsidies to build luxury condominiums, that's socialism for the rich. When Walmart, we have to subsidize Walmart's workers who are on Medicaid and food stamps because the wealthiest family in America pays starvation wages. That's socialism for the rich. I believe in democratic socialism for working people, not billionaires. Health care for all, educational opportunity for all.
Senator, thank you. Mayor
Creating
Bloomberg,
a
would you like
government that works
the
for
question
all,
was about
not just Mr.
socialism.
Bloomberg.
What a wonderful country we have. The best-known socialist in the country happens to be a millionaire with 3 houses. What did I miss here?
Well, you'll miss that I work in Washington, House 1.
That's the first problem.
Live in Burlington, House 2.
That's good.
And like thousands of other Vermonters, I do have a summer camp. Forgive me for that. Where is your home? Which tax haven do you have your home?
New York City, thank you very much.
Yeah, well,
and I pay
also
all
have a
my
home.
taxes. And I'm happy to do it because I get something for it. And let me say, I thought the senator next to me was half right. I agree we should raise taxes on the... No. I disagree with the senator on the wealth tax, but I do agree with her that the rich aren't paying their fair share. We should raise taxes on the rich. I did that as mayor in New York City. I raised taxes, and if you take a look at my plans, the first thing I would do is try to convince Congress, because they've got to do it, we can't just order it, to roll back the tax cuts that the Trump administration put in with through Congress.
Wow. Now, first of all, you need to go ahead and prep getting upset with me. There was a part of what Bernie said that is true. And we'll tackle that on a different day. But if you hear that we're not going to be a socialist country, I'm here to let you know we are in so many ways already a socialist country. Yes. You may get upset. We've given our children to the school system. We want our children to get breakfast there, lunch and supper. Want them to get a snack on the way home. Oh yeah. The list goes on. We have right now a socialist country in so many ways. So anyhow, Bloomberg's getting the hell beat out of him. I mean, this is nonstop. All right. I think I don't want to play that twice, but I do want to take a break. Let's take a break. Okay. Elizabeth Warren. I want to find the one with the NDAs. It seems like YouTube is starting to turn videos private. Yes, videos from last night that were captured and put online are starting to be private. Yes, YouTube. Let's take a break. Let me try to find another video I want. We'll be right back. And we'll have a little bit more on the Democrat debate. And then at 9 o'clock, we'll move into House Bill 757. We'll move into Richard Grenell. We're going to go to that next and what the president is doing there. And the rally last night, how many thousands were outside for Trump campaigning for Martha McSally. List goes on. I'm your host, BKP. Let's take a brief break.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, president of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Lower Chevy prices? Days Chevrolet in Jasper gets it done. With huge savings on a massive new Chevy selection. Now save over $12,000 off new Silverados. More than $8,000 off new Equinox. You'll save thousands no matter which Chevy you choose. Lower prices, more for your trade, and outstanding customer care. Days Chevrolet in Jasper gets it done. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, 1 nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Let's do just a little more of the debate, and then we'll go into Pete Buttigieg. We did not do this yesterday. The boy that would be king was asked at his CNN town hall, if you could be a Christian and support Donald Trump, do one. But first, let's wrap up a little more of the debate. Let's see what happens today. Let's see what the fallout is. Democrats know they don't have a candidate. You and I know that. We've talked about that. So let's go to the video right here. I'll let you know when I want to come back. I don't know if I can play all of this and the audience wants to hear it. But one more. This is a little montage, should be, of last night's debate. So let's play that video.
We are not going to beat Donald Trump with a man who has who knows how many non-disclosure agreements and the drip, drip, drip of stories of women saying they have been harassed and discriminated against.
We have a very few non-disclosure agreements.
How many is that?
Let me finish.
How many is that?
None of them accuse me of doing anything other than maybe they didn't like the joke I told. And let me put, there's agreements between two parties that wanted to keep it quiet, and that's up to them.
I've been told many times to wait my turn and to step aside. And I'm not going to do that now, and I'm not going to do that because a campaign memo from Mayor Bloomberg said this morning that the only way that we get a nominee is if we step aside for him. I think we need something different than Donald Trump. I don't think you look at Donald Trump and say we need someone richer in the White House.
In order to beat Donald Trump, we're going to need the largest voter turnout in the history of the United States. Mr. Bloomberg had policies in New York City of stop and frisk, which went after African-American and Latino people in an outrageous way. That is not a way you're going to grow voter turnout.
Get something straight. The reason the stop and frisk changed is because Barack Obama sent moderators to see what was going on. When we sent them there to say this practice has to stop, the mayor thought it was a terrible idea. We send them there.
I've sat, I've apologized, I've asked for forgiveness, but the bottom line is that we stopped too many people, but the policy, we stopped too many people, and we've got to make sure that we do something about criminal justice in this country. There is no great answer to a lot of these problems.
Democrats take a huge risk if we just substitute one arrogant billionaire for another. This country has worked for the rich for a long time and left everyone else in the dirt. It is time to have a president who will be on the side of working families and be willing to get out there and fight for them.
We've got to wake up as a party. We could wake up 2 weeks from today, the day after Super Tuesday, and the only candidates left standing will be Bernie Sanders and Mike Bloomberg, the two most polarizing figures on this stage. And most Americans don't see where they fit if they've got to choose between a socialist who thinks that capitalism is the root of all evil and a billionaire who thinks that money ought to be the root of all power. We shouldn't have to choose between one candidate who wants to burn this party down and another candidate who wants to buy this party out. Look, we can do better.
I believe in democratic socialism for working people, not billionaires. Health care for all, educational opportunity for all.
Senator, thank you. Mayor Bloomberg, would you like the question was about socialism.
What a wonderful country we have. The best-known socialist in the country happens to be a millionaire with 3 houses. What I miss here?
Well, you'll miss that I work in Washington, House 1.
That's the first problem.
Live in Burlington, House 2.
That's good.
And like thousands of other Vermonters, I do have a summer camp. Forgive me for that. Where is your home? Which tax haven do you have your home?
New York City, thank you very much. Yeah, well, and I pay all my taxes. And I'm happy to do it because I get something for it.
Where are all the reports this morning? Democrat Party in disarray. Where are all the reports this morning? Bloomberg buying Democrat. I mean, where is, you remember the chaos, the Trump chaos administration, an administration in chaos, a party in decline, a party in disarray. Remember that was the Republicans? Last night, you see on the stage no candidate. They have no candidate whatsoever. And the non-disclosure. Now, you know, I love Bloomberg says, this is what this guy says. Let's go back to this one right here, because like I said, there's no way I would have put myself in a position where somebody called me Mini Mike, to where this lady right here, number 21, there's no way I would have this profile picture where this woman was beating my ass. Mike says, the disclosures. Let me see. I had a couple notes there. Well, we found out one thing. Mike can't tell a joke. Well, that was a bad joke. Well, some of them just didn't like. I'm not a good joke teller. Bad joke. Agreement between two parties. Klobuchar, I'm not stepping aside. You told us to step aside. Buttigieg probably immediately after that debate was over apologized to Mini Mike so he can get the money. Now, I do want to end this, but I want to I want to play a video with Buttigieg and Klobuchar. Obviously, it escapes her, the president of Mexico. Okay, now I'm not a Amy Klobuchar fan, but this little arrogant gay. You know, I bet Chastity was in the office. Is that his name? His name, Chastity, whatever. His husband, the first gentleman, was in the office. Just so proud of Peter. Anyhow, the boy that would be king got a little snotty with Amy, and I tell you what, there was a moment I thought she was going to kick his ass. I'm serious. I don't think he could have withstood. You remember he got the 2 shots in at Buttigieg. This is my impression of Peter boxing. All right, play the video that says Buttigieg and Klobuchar go round for round in Las Vegas debate. Round for round, no pun intended. Let's play that one.
Are you trying to say that I'm dumb, or are you mocking me here, Pete? I'm saying that you shouldn't trivialize I made an error. People sometimes forget
My
that.
colleague specifically asked you if you could name the president of Mexico, and your response was no.
Yes, that's right. And I said that I made an error. I think having a president that maybe is humble and is able to admit that here and there maybe wouldn't be a bad thing.
Mayor Buttigieg,
if you could let me,
a good response?
If you could,
yeah, look, I wouldn't liken this to trivial. I actually didn't know how many members were in the Knesset, so
well,
you got me there.
Go.
But you're staking your candidacy on your Washington experience. You're on the committee that oversees border security. You're on the committee that does trade. You're literally in part of the committee that's overseeing these things, and we're not able to speak to literally the first thing about the politics of the country to ourselves.
Are you trying to say that I'm dumb, or are you mocking me here, Pete?
I'm saying that you shouldn't trivialize
I made
that
an error. People sometimes forget names. I am the one that has, number one, has the experience based on passing over 100 bills. If I could respond, this was a pretty big allegation. He's basically saying that I don't have the experience to be president of the United States. I have passed over 100 bills as the lead Democrat since being in the U.S. Senate. I am the one, not you, that has won statewide in congressional district after congressional district. And I will say, when you tried in Indiana, Pete, to run, what happened to you? You lost by over 20 points to someone who later lost to my friend Joe Donnelly. So don't tell me about experience. What unites us here is we want to win. Right. And I think we should put a proven winner in charge of the ticket.
This is a race for president. This is a race for president. If winning a race for Senate in Minnesota translated directly to becoming president, I would have grown up under the presidency of Walter Mondale. This is different.
All right, we're back. Whoa, ouch, ouch. Are you calling me stupid, Pete? Pete, are you calling me stupid? Because I forgot this guy's name. Let me get a picture up here. Where is the Buttigieg Klobuchar bashing, the fight for the Gimme 27? Okay, so I'm going to finish debate. All right, they were up all night. what's his name? Chris Matthews is no longer feeling a thrill or a chill up his leg. He thinks they could lose 49 states to Democrats. Which one do you not think they could lose? Because Trump's going to start campaigning in California. Oh, yeah. And New York. Why, he might campaign a little more in New Jersey. Well, he might campaign in Illinois. You never know. With Rod Blagojevich, the Trump, you just don't know with this guy, right? He's having fun. They are in disarray. They are destroyed. They are finished. The best thing that happened last night is Joe Biden said, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Now, he was in the debate, but he's not the topic this morning, so he didn't go up, maybe he didn't go down. But didn't you like that? I'm liking it to trivia. I told you, like he's on Jeopardy. I know the name. Does anyone know the name of the Mexican president? I got it, Alex. Ouch, not you. I won. Look here, little gay boy. You got it, gay boy? South Bend, Indiana, gay boy? You got it? I won a statewide race. Not you. You got it? Statewide. You tried it. You tried it and lost by 20 points to a guy that later on got beat by a Democrat, Joe Donnelly. What's that say for you, little gay boy? Huh? Think I'm stupid now? You want some of this? Because Amy could kick Peter's ass. Take a break.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Lower Chevy prices? Dave Chevrolet in Jasper gets it done. With huge savings on a massive new Chevy selection. Now save over $12,000 off new Silverados. More than $8,000 off new Equinox. You'll save thousands no matter which Chevy you choose. Lower prices, more for your trade, and outstanding customer care. Dave Chevrolet in Jasper gets it done. Dave Chevrolet. Dave gets it done. Find new roads.
Hey, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. Looking at a couple things online here. There is our phone number that you can text the show. There's our email address. And trying to see the direction I want to go in before I start with the new President Trump's put them in a box. Okay. Now, I want to talk about Senate hopefuls. There's a lot of stories out there that tie themselves to Trump. Now, anybody that's reading The Resurgence, let's say that if you're reading The Resurgent, you need to know that my opinion, I can't prove it. I hate to say that because they'll freak out, but Eric Erickson, The Resurgence, their writers are bought and paid for. Possibly. Maybe they're not bought and paid for. Maybe they're bought. Maybe they're not paid for. Well, let's just say this. I think Kelly Loeffler, the new senator of Georgia, has a lot of influence over The Resurgent. So I would end anything you do where they're concerned. On the trail, Senate GOP hopefuls tie themselves to Trump. I want to break this down. Okay. So let's go here. This is our Christian. Let's make sure. Let's have this recording going. Okay. 2 nights ago, Erin Burnett, was that her name? Okay. I asked you to caption this. This is my little joke. You know, all you people that might not like my little joke. All right. Where is it at? I asked you yesterday to caption this. And maybe I can't find it. All right, so let's see. Where's it at? Hold on. I might have it here. Quick look. I know it's only like so long. Give me number. That's not it. That's not it. So maybe I didn't move it over this morning. All right. So that being said, Peter Pan Buttigieg, all right, slams Trump and his Christian supporters, says president conduct not compatible with scripture. So the question, do you think it's impossible to be a Christian and support President Trump? And this was at the town hall, and this is Erin Burnett, you know, asking this gay guy that's married to a guy that cannot have sexual relations and produce a child. They can only buy one somewhere. Children are us. Adoption agency for the gay and lesbian community. I know this is wrong, but I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm really, let's play that video, Destiny. Do you have that? Let's play that video. It's only 27 seconds.
Do you think it is impossible to be a Christian and support President Trump?
Well, I'm not going to tell other Christians how to be Christians, but I will say I cannot find any compatibility between the way this president conducts himself and anything that I find in Scripture. Now, I guess that's my interpretation, but I think that's a lot of people's interpretation, and that interpretation deserves a voice.
All right, we are going to be back with more.
That interpretation deserves a voice. Deserves a voice. Peter Pan Buttigieg. I can't find anything in Scripture. Well, we're not going to go to the, and I want you to cue that up because we'll probably play that one more time just to let you sink it in. I'm not going to go to the point of, where is the little gay guy? Do I have a picture of him? Yeah, go to 46, okay? So here he is, Peter Pan Buttigieg, the boy who would be king, that is married to a man that cannot biologically which somewhere in Scripture, I just can't find any Scripture anywhere that supports this. I can't find nothing. I mean, I can't find a thing. Now, I'm not going to quote Scripture. I don't have the Bible out, you know. There's this little thing like, I knew you in the mother's womb, in your mother's womb. How could you know me if I'm just a fetus? The list goes on and on. There's some discussion of, you know, I don't know if Peter Pan Buttigieg and Chastity, or whatever his name is, or his husband, are looking for a virgin birth. I don't know. I'm not being, you know, anything. I promise. I just cannot believe the applause this guy got. One. So can you be a Christian and support Donald Trump? Donald Trump is the most pro-life president of your lifetime. Well, I've been around a long time. I don't care. Don't care how new you are, how old you are. Donald Trump is the most pro-life president in your lifetime. Donald Trump has appointed the most pro-life judges in your lifetime. Donald Trump is the first president of the United States to speak in person, not send a video, at the March for Life in your lifetime. He is the first president to show compassion, whether you believe it or not, to so many hurting groups in America, Black Americans, Hispanic Americans, in your lifetime. Now, does he say something he shouldn't? Oh, hell yeah. Does Donald let it fly? Oh, hell yeah. But let me tell you something. There's zero room. You ready for this? Actually, let's play that video one more time, and then we'll end this segment with something else, okay?
Do you think it is impossible to be a Christian and support President Trump?
Well, I'm not going to tell other Christians how to be Christians, but I will say I cannot find any compatibility between the way this president conducts himself and anything that I find in Scripture. Now, I guess that's my interpretation, but I think that's a lot of people's interpretation, and that interpretation deserves a voice.
All right, we are going to be back with more.
The Bible is not written for you to deserve a voice. In no way whatsoever is it so you deserve a voice. The Bible is the spoken word, okay? The unedited spoken word of the Lord. Now, I'm not preaching, but there's nowhere for you to have a different voice, period. It's the undisputed word of God, period, from front to back. Period. Now, that's just me. I know you don't agree, many of you. There's absolutely no room for a Christian in the Democrat Party. You are not welcome. There's no room. There's no room in Christianity for same-sex marriage other than to love thy neighbor. And that's where I'm at. I love thy neighbor, okay? But let's not debate Christianity, and let's not debate the word of the Lord, okay? Let's not. So Peter Pan Buttigieg, I can't find it. Now, you can get mad at me, but I don't hate you because I believe in love thy neighbor, okay? So you will never find me out there mistreating anybody regardless of their race, whatever color, their skin, and whatever language they speak, and if they're gay. And my gay friends out there, you know it. You will never find me doing anything but loving thy neighbor, except if you raise my taxes. That's where I draw the line. But that's the bottom line. So I am so tired of this. I am so tired of the media highlighting. I am so tired of them trying to look at me and tell me that traditional marriage, a man and a woman and children, or just something's wrong with that. And they need a lane. They need a lane. Do you hear that? It's time they're represented in their lane to to give that lane to your children and try to change tradition, which to them is bad. But I didn't want to get to preaching, but that one set my ass on fire. It just did, because there's no room for a Christian in today's Democrat Party. No room, period. Sorry. My belief, my opinion. Let's take a break and go on to something else, because that really ticked me off with that little, as Ozzy Osbourne said, fairies wear boots. I didn't say it. Take a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Hey, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show, coming to you from Studio B. Last night, put up number 46 again, Pete Buttigieg. You know, last night I watched this guy on Tucker, just had it on the living room waiting for the Trump rally to start. Buttigieg's brother-in-law, if you don't know this, his brother-in-law is an evangelical preacher. Everything Pete is pushing is anti-gay. Democrat presidential candidate Pete Buttigieg's brother-in-law, Pastor Ryan Glisman, slammed the Democrat hopeful for his comments Tuesday night when the candidate claimed he doesn't see any compatibility between supporting Trump and the teachings in Scripture, after declaring that God does not belong to a political party. Yeah, in the highest of intellectual dishonesty for Pete to make claims that there's no compatibility with being Christian and voting for Trump. Pete, in fact, is the one who is pushing agendas and rhetoric that is clearly against Scripture. Okay, and that's what his brother-in-law said. You know, I do not dislike this guy for no other reason than I dislike him. All right, so there's two things we want to do, and we only have a little time. So let's do Grinnell last, and let's do this first, okay? Give me, and I just want to brief you on this. I'm not going to go into great detail, so don't get all nervous. But let's start a new recording here, and let's put up, okay, number 57. All right, number 57 here will tell you that today, HB 757, all right? And I'm going to make it very quick here. HB 757 will end jungle primaries. What is a jungle primary? Just like when Karen Handel and John Ossoff. A jungle primary is when there's no party primary and everybody just runs to see who can get the most votes, no matter who you are, Democrat, Republican. It's a non-denominational race, although most people do identify their non-denominational. I said non-denominational. Non-partisan race, non-denominational. I got the last second. Holy mackerel, Batman. So it's a non-partisan race, okay? But most candidates define their party. And that being said, we want to end jungle primaries. Now, I will tell you, I'm in favor of ending them. But now HB 757 is going to be on the floor this afternoon, all right? So HB 757 is going to be on the floor, and the bill as it is would take effect next year and would not apply to the Senate race now where the Ice Princess, Kelly Loeffler, is up against Doug Collins on the Republican side at this time. We need to call, okay? And let me tell you how simple it is. Instead of putting up numbers, I wanted to show you, okay? We need to call, and here's number 58. Georgia House of Representatives. It's that easy. Google it, okay? And then you just have representatives. You can click on the top left, representatives, and they will all come up, okay? They will all come up. And then when they all come up, let me see if I have them here. I don't remember. Yeah. When they come up, let's say, you know, the Democrat at the top, Kimberly Alexander, I'm not saying to call her. All you do is click on that name at the top, and everything about this individual will come up, and you will get their phone number. Okay. You will get their phone number to contact them for right there, their office. So all you have to do is go to what I have on the screen, Georgia House of Representatives, hit representatives, go down through there and hit every Republican. Click yours. If yours is David Ralston, call Speaker Ralston. If yours is Kevin Tanner, call Kevin Tanner. If yours is Matthew Gertler, call Matthew Gertler. List goes on. But you go down and you call every single Republican and you say, now let's get this clear, that you want to end, let me tell you what I would say if I call number 57, that you want to end jungle primaries in Georgia and you want HB 757 to apply now. Not that you're just in favor of HB 757. You want it to apply now. Call your representatives and tell them you want an amendment to this bill to apply now, and you want to make Kelly Loeffler run against Doug Collins in a Republican primary, and may the best Republican win, period, not Brian Kemp. Now, that being said, okay, back to 58 so you can see that really quick. Now, we're calling him number 8. We're calling him Big Truck number 8. Big Truck Kemp, all right, and he's got his flannel shirt on. That's cool. And he's driving his F-350, and he's going to deport criminal illegals, and he looks like just an average Kemp. Just looks like the average guy. But then what average guy, Big Truck Trump Kemp does, number 7, is he appoints Kelly, okay, maybe a giraffe in the family. Oh, God, why did I do that? That was a Michael Bloomberg move. Michael Bloomberg's the kind of guy that would say a giraffe's in the family. Bad joke. I tell bad jokes. Anyhow, he appoints Kelly Loeffler. I keep saying Loeffler, whatever her damn name is, and makes her the wealthiest congressman in the United States of America. Border to border, sea to shining sea, including Hawaii, Alaska, and Puerto Rico. Virgin Islands, I don't know, okay? That's what happened, all right? Now, we know that number 56, this is what I'm asking for, and I'm seriously asking. We're not going to go away. They're probably going to shut me down. They're probably going to shut me up. She probably will throw $1 million at discrediting me. Would it take $1 million? I think it would, at least $1 million, right? We want to know this. We think it's time for the governor of Georgia, all right? We think it's time for the governor of the state of Georgia, Brian Kemp, to totally disclose every phone call, every meeting, every person in the room, the entire time that he met with pre-Senator Loeffler, and if at any time Jeffrey was there. Jeffrey with his giraffe. I'm just saying. I mean, that's good material. Okay, anyhow, anytime Jeffrey brought Kelly to the room, we think, all jokes aside, we think it's time that Governor Brian Kemp disclose the entire process. We think it's time for Brian Kemp to disclose everybody that was on the team that reviewed all the resumes. Like a judge, there's a team of people. You want to be a judge, you send it to the qualifying committee, they review it, and then they send it on to the governor. So here's what we want. We're asking for, and we're not going to stop. We want you to disclose, Governor Kemp, the team involved that reviewed all of the resumes. We want you to disclose the top 10, at least Miss America. I mean, she's Miss America, the princess, right? At least Miss America has a runner-up, first runner-up, and, you know, there's like 3 of them on the stage. So we want to know the top 10 or the top 5 candidates. We want to know the times and days that you interviewed said candidates for Senate. And we want you to disclose everything concerning the pick of Kelly Loeffler for Senate. Now, the reason we want you to disclose that, because you do have, we're not saying you did not, complete your constitutional duty as governor to replace a retiring senator as Johnny Isakson. But nowhere in the Constitution says you replace them, and then, damn it, you campaign for them, and then you decide the citizens of Georgia that's who their senator is. There's not a damn place you read that. Not one place you read that. Here's what we want you to do. We want you to replace them, campaign for them, love them, care for them, coddle them, and help them become everything that you want them to be. Maybe so you got a little campaign cash for next time yourself, and then no, you're not the one. Nobody told you to pick our senator. I find it insulting to Georgians that you ran a hard-fought campaign and it took every vote for you to be governor, but we don't deserve the same opportunity to vote for a choice. All right, moving right along. So we want you to disclose everything, every meeting with Kelly, all of it. Then what we're asking for you to disclose is to disclose the agreement that you made. We want all the documents and everything disclosed on how Hart Ag Strong, which was possibly facing felony charges, how that investigation went away. We want you to disclose all that for us. We think you could. Then we want you to disclose the loan of $500,000, okay, or more or whatever, with this financier that you settled just days concerning Hart Ag Strong before the inauguration. Just days before the inauguration, you settled this lawsuit concerning the default on the loan. Just days. Disclose. And it says in the article, I didn't write it, Governor. It says you settled it with this financier for an undisclosed amount. We want you to disclose that. We want you to disclose and have it disclosed, okay, on the agreement with Hart Ag Strong and Purdue Ag, the purchase. We want everything disclosed. How much did you get? How much did other people get? Did you get any money? Did it pay off this, that, and the other thing? And then we want to disclose what the trades are through Hart Ag Strong or Purdue Ag through ICE Intercontinental Exchange. Release it all, Mr. Governor, because let me tell you something. Until you do, you're going to struggle in 2020 because we're not going to let it go. Because I'm going to look in the camera and tell you, I like you, Mr. Governor. Actually, I'm very hurt, and I don't know if those are the words, because you sat right next to me and you convinced me you're the conservative that needed to be there. You convinced me you're the one that would not do what you did appointing Kelly Loeffler. At no time am I endorsing Doug Collins for Congress. I'm very upset, Mr. Governor, because there's a lot of smoke. And I think you should reveal everything so it goes away or we know the truth. Now, on that, I want to stay on this same segment. Let's go to number 4. Okay. And I don't have time, but I want to bring this up. Okay. It is from The Hill. Senate GOP hopefuls tied themselves to Trump. Now, in that, and I don't have time to go to it, there's Tommy Tuberville. Is that his name? I forget. He used to be, is the head coach of Auburn. He is running against Beauregard, Jeffrey Beauregard Sessions. Okay. So when Tillerson, North Carolina hits the airwaves in his first televised advertisement asking voters to give him another 6 years, he let President Trump speak for him. In Georgia, Representative Doug Collins, I can't pronounce that word, his Senate primary opponent appointed Senator Kelly Loeffler for sitting on the sideline in 2016 after contributing almost $1 million to an outside group working on behalf of 2012 presidential nominee Mitt Romney. Loeffler's allies shot back, accusing Collins of putting Georgia's electoral votes and Trump's presidency on the line into the 2020 race. And in Alabama, Attorney General Jeff Sessions, the first major congressional Republican to back Trump in 2016, is facing off against a prominent opponent rival who invoked God when speaking of the president. Now, that's Tommy Tuberville. Now, let me just say this. Doug Collins, Congressman Collins, is not putting Trump's electoral votes at risk in Georgia. that would be Governor Brian Kemp. Put the big truck up. If you're concerned, number 8, if you're concerned with a Democrat winning in Georgia, if you're concerned that Trump could lose in Georgia, this is your man. Send him a thank you note for Democrats. Send him a thank you note for Democrats. I'm your host, BKP. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Don't forget, call the Capitol today. Find your representative and tell them end jungle primaries now. Take a break.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, president of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Lower Chevy prices? Days Chevrolet in Jasper gets it done. With huge savings on a massive new Chevy selection. Now save over $12,000 off new Silverados. More than $8,000 off new Equinox. You'll save thousands no matter which Chevy you choose. Lower prices, more for your trade, and outstanding customer care. Days Chevrolet in Jasper gets it done. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
Folks, the National is it the Department of Intelligence, National Intelligence, DNI? Is that what it is? I'm your host, BKP. Let's wrap this show up, but let's look at number 2. And this is the guy that's saying number 2. He says, hey, I'm the new gay guy. Trump is unreal. This guy is unreal what he's doing. So this guy right here, we'll get to it. Number 3. Remember, that's what he said. That's what he said. Not that's what she said. That's what he said. Remember, I might be gay, but I'm not stupid. I might be Mexican, but I'm not stupid, okay? So let's go right through this really quick, and then we'll let me get to this. Now, this is the they are lost their minds, number 15. Trump names Richard Grenell as acting head of intelligence. Now, they are freaking out at all the networks. One, not because he's gay. You would never know it according to them, okay? So who keeps sending me damn text? Okay. So anyhow, so I got it. Now, they're not freaking out because this guy is gay. They're freaking out because a couple things. Not that he doesn't have experience. Because on one side, the deep state, Trump is kicking them out of the White House. They are leaving the deep state. And the intelligence department, Trump is saying, I'm going to get somebody else. I'm going to get somebody I trust. Now, it doesn't matter if this guy's gay or not. Trump trusts this guy. He's an outsider. Well, he doesn't have the experience. If you're back in there, let's go to number 16. Trump names Richard Grenell as acting head of intelligence. Okay, they're freaking out. Here is Richard Haass from the Council on World Relations. Then they do a full report, 17. I forget this lady's name, but she is giving a report. He has no experience. He had nothing. He was the ambassador to Germany. I mean, this guy, nowhere, not that he's gay. They don't know what to do. Richard Haass, again, the Council on Foreign Relations, number 18. Joe Gumby head there. Looks like Gumby Joe. Trump names Richard. They are freaking out. Let's continue to go through them. We get another one here. Hold on. Going through our pictures of the morning. And number 31, NBC News. Trump names outspoken ambassador Richard Grenell acting head of intelligence. Could he be outspoken gay guy? They don't know what to do. Number 32, Trump names Richard Grenell acting head of intelligence. We're going to go through here. Here's his little grin. I got the codes maybe. Number 33, they have gone nuts over this, okay? It's because the swamp is being drained, okay? And maybe a gay American is going to drain the corrupt swamp. Let me say this. I know you may watch the show from time to time and think, when I start talking about the LGBTQ community, I have some gay friends that are not crooks. There you go. Simple. I have some gay friends that are not crooks that don't think Washington, D.C. should be full of crooks. I have some gay friends that are crooks. I have some straight friends that are crooks. I have whatever. As Bloomberg would say, there may be fat broads out there and horse-faced lesbians that are crooks, and fat broads and horse-faced lesbians that are not crooks. Courtesy of Michael Bloomberg, not your host. Anyhow, moving right along. So here's CNN 41. Trump appoints loyal ally Grenell to be acting DNI. U.S. ambassador has no intelligence-related experience. He's unexperienced. What kind of experience you have? None. You're perfect for the job. And it's messing them up. You know what's messing them up if Trump appoints somebody to this kind of level with no experience, you may go vote for candidates with no experience. Oh my God, that can't happen. Throw another one up, 42. There's another picture they had this morning, 4:15 a.m. this morning. And let's see if there's any other. And that might be the last ones. Let me see. Here's another one. Just to throw it up, number 55. I may already had this screenshot, but I want to show it to you. So that is it. Richard Grenell is the ambassador. He likes to Twitter. He likes to tweet. Not just because he's gay. You would think just because he's gay, he likes to tweet. No. He is openly gay. He is the ambassador of Germany. He is an unapologetic supporter of the President of the United States, and they just keep getting put in a box. Let me show you their box, and we'll move on. Number one, box. Pardoned. Number three, box. Number six, box. Number two, they just keep getting in a box. They are shot out. They don't know what to do. It is driving them crazy. So how is your kids' well-being in America? Okay. So here is number 51. Study, U.S. ranks 39th on Child's Well-Being Index. So there you go. Kids' survival, health, education, and nutrition. We rank 39th. Those poor little kids. We might as well put them in a cage. 50. Children's Future Sustainability Index. We're 173. We're behind Luxembourg, Canada. I mean, 180 is Qatar. And there we are in this study. And here's number 49, Children Flourishing Index. Here's the top 7. We didn't make any of them. Number 48, U.S. ranks 39th, right? And let's see, do I have that? And let's go with number 52. Child Flourishing Index. We're 39th, and here we are, right there, right behind Saudi Arabia, Latvia, Bosnia, Herzegovina. Did I say that? Herzegovina. And then there's the U.S. And then there's North Macedonia and Lithuania and Kuwait. Folks, it is unreal, the trash that they peddle. Now, today, we got 5 minutes left. Number 53, Mr. Magoo is going to be sentenced today. Roger Stone set for sentencing today. Judge will give Trump ally time to make changes. Once the liberal left judge, number 54, okay, forgets her name. I forget her name, but this liberal left judge will sentence Stone today, and they won't whisk him off in the handcuffs immediately because they're going to give him time to challenge the sentencing. But yes, Mr. Magoo will be sentenced today. Nothing like lying to Congress. Nothing like it. The Democrats have swept this putz, number 5, Chris Murphy. They've swept this right under there. Number 5, Chris Murphy, our putz of the day. Maybe our putz of the week for meeting with Iran without telling Zarif. Is that his name, Zarif? They all love Zarif, boy. He met with Zarif without telling the State Department. A little something we're supposed to do no matter who the hell we are. We cannot represent the President of the United States foreign policies or this country's foreign policies without the State Department knowing. So before we close, let me just go back to here because I just like to call this guy number 13. All right. For those that don't know, that's Donnie Douche. So that's Donnie Douche. Yeah. Okay. And then I want to don't want to close without showing this one, because there's no way on God's green earth, Peter Pan Buttigieg, that would be God's green earth, 22, there's no way I would let a woman tower over me. Now, that's okay. Let's not go in any other direction. We're talking about the debate. That is Mini Mike. The president of the United States has made a joke about Mini Mike. If you looked at him on that stage, he kept shrinking and shrinking and shrinking as Elizabeth Warren beat the hell out of him. I would have never let that profile pick up. So let's go here. We got 3 minutes. This guy here, I'm going number 9, Matthew Gertler. Okay, he's number 9. I'm going up tonight. Now, I don't know where the snow and the rain and the sleet and the hail and all the things that are going on. Every school within 100 miles where I'm at is closed, or 55 miles. But anyhow, if the Towns County GOP is not canceled tonight, I'm going up there, and our reporter, Matt Gertler, will be their speaker tonight. So I'm going to go up and see Matt there. And then also, we understand our reporter will be there in Towns County. She will be doing a report, and she's going to do her first interview today with the woman in the race, Maria Strickland. So that's going to happen tonight. Tomorrow, don't forget, go ahead and take that down. Just put our contact info up. Tomorrow will be Friday, none other than Friday. And for some of you, it's your favorite day. And for us, we love Friday because we get to go to Circuit World in Blue Ridge. And we have the Ask the Doc with Dr. William Whaley. We have the All-Star Political Panel. And then we have North Georgia Senior Living with Jesse Barton. And then we wrap it up with the Pet of the Week from the Humane Society of Blue Ridge. So we will be doing that tomorrow, among other things. And then we have to work all weekend. Yes, I don't get the weekend off because it's politics, baby. And Monday morning, I'm going to work this weekend. And Monday, I'm going to put on Facebook taxes in Gilmer County because the chairman feels it's personal, and it's not. You are putting an initiative to raise taxes on the ballot in May. I've asked you to put that T-SPLOST tax raising question to the citizens in November. Let me look at the camera and tell you, if you put it on the November ballot, when 85% of Gilmer County's registered voters are going to come out in the presidential election for Donald Trump, and they cast a vote and they tell you they want a T-SPLOST, I will never speak of it again. And I will personally come on this show and do a Mr. Paris. The citizens of Gilmer County decided they wanted the tax, and that's how it works. But no, not in May. We'll talk about that Monday. I'm your host, BKP. Let's get on out of here. We'll see you tomorrow morning.